Hey there, fight friends. Special treat for you tonight. We've got Zachary Powell ahead of just about a week ahead of his main event against Adam Posener at BFL 83 in Vancouver. Zach, thank you for speaking with us.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Andy.
So the first thing I'm going to say right off the bat and get it out of the way is that when I heard the announcement of this matchup, I was very surprised. I didn't expect that Adam would be somebody that would be put up against you. Nothing against Adam. He's a fantastic fighter. He's very skilled. He's very talented. It's just that there's seems to me like a big difference in a couple different ways. You're an older guy, not older guy, but you're older than Adam by much. How old are you right now, Zach?
I'm 28.
So he's still a young man, but like your experience, right? You've got some time. You're also 7-2, and Adam, even though he's got a great record at 4-0, he's 20 years old now. Normally, when you see a prospect like Adam coming up, there's sort of like an easing in process where they try to build him up. And to me, this seems like it's a fight that maybe should have happened for him against you or someone like you, maybe later in his career after he had maybe 4 or 5 more fights. What did you think when you heard this matchup?
First off, I'm 9-2, not 7. I worked hard for those 2 extra wins.
Sorry.
But it's okay.
Yes, my mistake.
we're aiming for win number 10 here. And honestly, like my whole goal for the year is go and show Canadian fans that I am the best in Canada at 170, other than Mike Malott, but he's already established in the UFC.
Yeah.
I am the best prospect at 170 in Canada. And
Mhm.
the best way to go do that is to go beat everyone that has hype. Other guys went out and lost their hype by losing fights. I think of like Joe Ramsey, Danny Millette, other guys I've called out. So that makes my job easier because I took care of Moado. Now there's Adam Posener that's been added to the list. A lot of people consider him the best prospect at 170. So I do think it's too early for him, but for him to take it, man, he has a set of balls on him, and that's really important to have in the sport. So, kudos to him. He's going to learn a lot about himself in this fight because I'm taking it to him. It's a sink or swim moment for him. So we'll find out if he can swim, and if he can swim, I'll be
Yeah.
ready to drown him.
Now he's kind of like he's one of those kids. He's almost like an Aiden Appel, right? He started off as a kid doing different traditional martial arts, and that's all he's really known. He's been training to be a mixed martial artist from the very beginning. So it's not like when other people think and they hear maybe a 20-year-old fighter and they go 20 years old, that's like, how can you be a fighter at 20 years old? Adam's legit, man. You know that. You commented on his skills. He's really good. He's really talented. So I don't mean any disrespect, taking anything away from him, but it's just like normally there's a way these things happen, right? Like you build yourself up. So yeah, I was really, you know what? It's not that I was disappointed. In fact, I'm very excited for this fight because the fights that intrigue me the most are the ones that tell stories, and there's so much that can be talked about during this fight. I mean, talk from Adam's side, building up and getting an opportunity. There's talk from your side about meeting an up and comer. So to me, it's just like it's a fight that a lot of people can easily be really interested in.
Yeah, like that's the whole goal for me is to go out there and have fights that people want to tune into. Like I don't want just people to say like, "Oh, Pow Pow's fighting some can. He's gonna crush in the regional scene." Like
Mhm.
I want people to like be intrigued and want to tune in and want to watch. And this is my second one like that this year. I don't take any easy matchups. I push myself to find hard matchups that will bring the best out of me. And I'm glad that more people are going that route too, because like Mo could have said no for last fight. Adam could have said no for this fight. It's super
Mhm.
easy to say no and just build your record. So it takes a lot of courage to go out there and risk losing that O or risk losing your perfect regional scene record. So I'm grateful that people want to go and test themselves because without them, like I can't test myself.
Sure. And it seems to me like it's been like an epidemic the past maybe 5 years or so. Like people in your situation, people who are skilled and you're ready to go up to ascend. The hardest part about the fight game, it seems to me, for people like you, is actually getting a fight and making it through to fight day.
Yeah, I'd say like I'm speaking for myself. It's not that hard. Like a lot of people say, "Oh, it's so hard to get a fight," but they'll have matchups offered to them, and because it's not the perfect matchup, they'll decline it. But then they want the perfect matchup, and other guys decline them. So it's just it's not that hard. Like you have so many matchups offered to you, and you just gotta take it. At some point, you gotta risk it. Like I could easily just sit after my Mo win and wait for contender series, but I want to go compete. I want to go scrap. I want to get better, and I want it to be
Sure.
undeniable that I am ready for contender series. I am ready for the UFC. So I
Yeah.
don't find it that hard to find fights.
So for the people watching this video right now that who might not know you or be exposed to you at all, tell them a story that I like about you is talk to them about the time where you were fighting, you were already a fighter, and then there was a moment in your time in your life when you just decided, I'm tired of this right now. I'm going to take some time off. And you took quite a bit of time off, and like you were not maybe in the best place. I think you told me once, whatever that means, but just at some point you decided, hey man, I need to get back into this. And look at you now. And funny, like before you get to that story, I'll just tell you, when you first came back, and you mentioned Mike Malott. Mike Malott said, and you'll probably know exactly what I'm saying. At some point, a short time after he came back, he said, "Zack Powell, man, like at one point in time, used to be a rest round. Like if he wanted to take a break during training, he would go for Zack Powell. And then one day he was just like, what the fuck happened to Pow?"
Yeah, honestly, I think that time away just helped me find my love for the sport again. I'd say my last few fights before taking time off, I didn't really enjoy coming into the gym or being there, or like it wasn't fun for me. And
Mm-hmm.
I am actually like have the same love I have for the sport that when I started now, and I think that's why I've been doing so good. And like I'm excited to wake up in the morning and go train. I'm excited to go get better and improve and test myself and go fight. Like I remember my last two fights before taking that time off, like I didn't even want to fight on fight day. Like I didn't want to go to
Mm-hmm.
the arena and fight. And it wasn't a fear thing. I just didn't feel like doing it. Versus now, like I'm excited. Like Thursday can't come soon enough. I'm super excited for this. I'm excited to put my hands on some other dude and test my skills in combat because I love doing that. So that time away benefited me a lot. You see some people that maybe it doesn't benefit them. For me, it worked out. So I don't recommend anyone to take my route and go and take some time off. But if you need to find the love for the game again because you feel like you don't love it no more, I'd recommend trying to find that love for the sport.
Yeah.
That you're
I think
gonna
that's good
get
advice.
that.
I think that's really good advice, not even just for fighting, like for any endeavor. If you get kind of burnt out or whatever it is and you're not there, like there's no point. Like, life is better when you're doing something you love and you're passionate about.
Yeah, and it's easy to fall out of love with something, especially if you do it so much every day and all the
Yeah.
pressure that comes with it. Like, there's a lot of pressure in fighting, so it's easy to fall out of love with the sport. But it's important to find that love and find why you do it.
So maybe if you don't mind, just indulge me. Take a second or take a minute or 2 minutes and just work it through and out loud and talk to us about what a perfect training day would look like. Say you have the best day of your whole life through training, and just what would that look like? What time would you wake up? What time would you head to the gym? What would it be like a heavy sparring day? Would it be a light day? Your training partners? What would a perfect day be like?
I think you need a lot of different training days to end up being successful in the sport. You need like complete opposites. You need like one perfect training day is like, let's say you wake up, you do everything right, you eat well, you had enough sleep, you get in the gym, you feel great, you feel warmed up, you spar, you wrestle hard, and then you go home, you relax, and get a little light session at night. To me, like that's very valuable. Get a hard session in the
Mm-hmm.
morning if you feel good, and then um, a lighter session at night, and go and learn a bit more. So go live. You need to go live. You need to go hard, and then you need to take time to sit back and think, what did I do right? What did I do
Mm-hmm.
wrong? And make all the sacrifices necessary outside of the training room. So it comes to like eating and dieting and sleeping and recovering. That's also very important, and that would also lead to the perfect training day. But then you got the flip side of the coin where things are out of your control, right? So this funny thing is like, let's say some things are super in your control, like saying no to go to a party on a Friday night or going out to
Yeah.
bars on a Friday night. That's in your control. And your reasoning behind saying no is because you want to get enough sleep in to spar properly on the Saturday morning. But your sleep could be ruined by other factors that you have no control over. Like, let's say you live in an apartment building and the fire alarm keeps going off or stuff like
Sure.
that. That's out of your control. So you still need to be able to wake up and go compete on the Saturday morning and not let the stuff out of your control get in the way. So you need to make the right decisions, but not so affected by the things out of your control. You just need to shrug that off and keep working.
Yeah. Sounds like good advice. Talk
Yeah.
to us about Niagara Top Team and why it's such a positive experience for you.
The simple way of putting it is that the coaches have the same level of dedications of the fighters, if not more. They're super dedicated to the team and the guys succeeding. Without that, it's hard for a gym to succeed to that level. So having dedicated coaches means a lot.
For sure. Who are some of your main training partners, and who's going to be coming with you to Vancouver?
Main guys for this camp were like Mike Malott, sparred a bunch with Bobby Poulter as well.
Mhm.
So those are two of the main guys I worked with. Luke Roberts as well, like one of the best
Mhm.
grapplers in Canada.
Yeah.
So he's a good guy
Yeah.
to get ready for this fight for. And then in my corner, I'm gonna have Kevin Popowick as usual, Matt DiMarco-Antonio, and Steve Bailey, my boxing coach.
That's great. Yeah, I saw you make a couple posts about going for extra boxing training. I didn't realize you did extra boxing training. How important is that for, like, forgive my ignorance, I really don't know. I know that boxing, proper, specific boxing, would not work in the UFC because, or sorry, work in mixed martial arts because we leave yourself open to leg kicks and takedowns, all that kind of stuff. How do you practice boxing or train boxing with an MMA focus, like in there somewhere, so make sure you don't succumb to those things I just mentioned?
You just get a proper boxing coach, and he'll
Mm.
help you do the work. At the end of the day, boxing is still combat. To me, the style of boxing I do with my coach is like it could work in MMA, and I'm pretty positive like the guys that he works with that are super serious, if you give them a bit of time to figure out kicks and takedowns and stuff, like just the base of boxing they have will go a long way. Like thinking of it, it's all the same that's important. It's footwork, it's level changes, it's work in the head, work in the body,
Mhm.
and that'll go a long way in MMA fights as well, right? It's not like going to work karate or taekwondo or something like that. Like it's um a very important skill to master, almost at the level of wrestling, I'd say. Wrestling is
Mhm.
probably a tad bit more transferable and important, but boxing is right up there.
Nice. Okay, Zach, last question for you. What is your main expectation and what do you want to get out of this fight against Adam at BFL?
I want to go out there and get a win. Like that's all that matters to me. Get a win, get a finish, and then there's a few options that might open up after. Like there's a couple 170 fights in the UFC for the Montreal card. Like me and Mike like been talking, and let's say like manifestation of like let's say something happens to the main
Sure.
event, like Morales or Burns pop up, Mikey pops up to them, and then like I get to fight Charles Radke. It'd be awesome.
Yeah.
As long as like Mikey stays healthy and Mikey's up in there and he gets this fight, like I'm super happy to step in. And if that doesn't happen, then Contender Series, like I saw they're starting to like get guys on per Twitter, they're starting to book guys. So if they're starting to book guys now, it's a perfect time to go get a highlight reel and put my name in the hat for Contender Series.
Yeah. Well, it's awesome. I thought I was done, but I'm not done after you had an answer like that. Great answer. It's kind of cool knowing that you have so many, well, especially Jasmine and Mike are doing really well in the UFC. They're both ranked fighters. How cool is it to have them in your corner and, maybe be able to put your name in somebody's ear at the UFC? Because I know that like they know all about Cody and I know they're working on that. That'd be freaking fantastic if you were able to get a chance for that. I couldn't even imagine.
Yeah, it's like just like the trickle down effect of like just you get one guy in, you'll get a couple guys in. Like it's usually how it works. Like it's
Yeah.
like buying a house, like you're gonna buy other things to go with your house. Was like you get one guy from the gym in the UFC, like you're gonna get a couple guys from the gym in the UFC. It's
Yeah.
usually how it works. It's like one thing leads to another. So I'm really grateful for it. I'm glad they're doing well with their career, and yeah, it's super nice, like supporting them and having them support me.
Yeah. Are you going to be in Montreal for a UFC 315?
Yeah, so everything goes well. I'm gonna be there. I'm gonna be there regardless, but everything goes well after this fight. I'm gonna get the extra medicals I need to get done. Stay ready in case something
Mm-hmm.
happens. Probably
Yeah,
gonna
smart.
yeah, probably gonna cut weight, which sucks, but probably gonna cut weight for the HM Montreal as well, just in case. And I'll be there. I'll be there regardless to train with Mikey. My family lives like an hour and a half away, so I'm probably just gonna
Oh,
go
nice. Yeah,
hang
yeah.
out.
For
Yeah.
people who don't know, you actually made the decision. You used to be with Click MMA, and you actually made the decision. You and Kevin, you moved from Quebec to Ontario to be with Niagara Top Team a couple of years ago. I'm guessing you've got no regrets for that decision.
No, no regrets. And like, I still have a really good relationship with every coach I had back home. So anytime I go back, like, I'll get some work in with them. And like, they're still very knowledgeable people that'll that help me learn a lot. Like, you think of Sifu Pat, who has guys like
Mhm.
David Duke, who was like a really
Yep.
successful. Like,
Left
he
way.
beat Carlos Pradas in a Muay Thai fight. Like, that's no easy
Yeah.
accomplishment.
Yeah.
And then like you got Barrio, who's in the UFC. He's from Gatineau as
Yeah.
well.
Julian
Uh,
LeBlanc.
LeBlanc, and then Allen just won the title for Samurai. Like, there's
Yeah.
some really good
Majoric. Yeah.
guys coming out of Gatineau. So it's nice to get back down there sometimes and train with them because
Yeah.
they're doing really well as well. Like, it's not like Niagara Top Team is not the only good gym in Canada. It's just
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
me, it was the right gym and the good fit.
Yeah. Well, I will be in Montreal for the Samurai 14 and for the UFC. So if I don't see you in St. Catharines, I'll see you there. Zach, any final words before we let you go?
Nah, just if you're from Ontario or Quebec, just stay up a bit later and watch me knock out Adam Posener.
Great, Zach. Well, best of luck in the fight. Congratulations on all your success so far. And we will talk to you soon.
Awesome, thank you.
There you go, fight friends. Zack Powell fighting in the main event at BFL 83 next weekend against Adam Posener.